You're here.
Wait, you're...
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster. A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise. I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you. So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify storm terror.
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this storm terror issue. Now that's the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the Four Winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the storm terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe an Outlander so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir.
Wow, this is really awkward.
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Himmel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the Seven Nations and their respective gods. The cryo-gods Fatui seem to be after the animo god's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, then the only other way to affect the animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Paimon gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the Seven Nations. Outlander, ready to go?
Jean just said the Fatui are trying to take Dvalin's power for the cryo god. I fear this might fall short of their true intentions. I think they intend to use Barbados' connection to the wind to draw him out. Just like Lisa traced the source of the storm to the temples.
The god of Animo? Hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think that's their intention?
Oh...
Forget it. I don't like having to pry. Here, take this.
What is it?
A disguise to protect your identity. Put it on before you run into the Fatui. Unfortunately, there's still one of Mondstadt's allies. At least that's the facade.
Dodge this!
No! Don't eat! The entire floor's defenses have been broken. How did you guys know the liar's here? The place it's being kept is locked up tight. I don't know which one of the guards.
This guy looks like...
You just... One of the 11 is already in my... Senora, when she gets her hands on you, she's gonna...
Did he say Senora? What a strange name.
Number 8 of the 11 goes by the name Senora. The fact that the Fatuit can run amok across the 7 nations like they do is entirely because of the 11. We need to act quickly before she gets wind.
Ha! The will of Shneznaya is...
Are you here to play with me?
Cool it!
You're in for a little shock.
The merrier.
Come a little closer.
Windblade.
Let me amuse myself a little.
You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this!
Look at me.
He says the key isn't here. Shall we try another room?
Cool it!
Come a little closer.
Seems like we've turned this room inside out. But no key. Time to move on to another room.
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Seems like we've turned this room inside out. But no key. Time to move on to another room. There's one room left that we haven't tried. Surely the key must be in there.
Who are you? Did you already beat... What? I have the key here. You can head in from...
I'd scurry out from. Senora's not going to tolerate this kind of interference in our affairs. So I'll be the one to take care of you. Save her the trouble of having to deal with you herself. No escape.
Oh, so sorry.
Leaving so soon.
Be gone!
Ha! He! Here! He!
Prepare yourself.
He! Hua! You're in for a little...
Cool it.
Windblade!
Leaving so soon.
More retribution!
Dodge this.
No escape.
Cool it.
Can't run from death.
Finally, the liar is back in safe hands! Where did that guy go, though? He was here a sec—
Senora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will—
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end!
We meet again, avid adventurer. Are your adventures going smoothly? That is the spirit. It seems that you have a wealth of experience. The guild receives requests from far. These commissioned adventures are the main—
What kind of commissions are—
It is a mixed bag. Anything, but you do not have to take— Here you can find the detail. Please report back to me upon— Excellent. I knew it. I await your return.
Be safe. May the animal Archon protect you.
Welcome back. This is the Holy Lyre. You managed to retrieve it. The pattern of flowing wind.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Deval?
Although this lyre is the real thing, as you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. In this condition, you couldn't play me.
Bards fight to get on the stage of my tavern.
Is that really important right now? And you! Did you just borrow the holy light? What do you mean?
Anyway, we won't be able to call the lyre itself is fine, but You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of it. Do you still have Dvalin's teardrop? Great! Try to use it on the. It worked as expected.
This youthful glow.
Praising yourself? Really?
I was talking about the holy lyre.
Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the holy lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from
How can we gather more?
I can surmise that Dvalin will suffering alone in some.
Poor baby.
This is not something that an honorary knight can accomplish alone. When you get the teardrop crystal,
Heroes supporting each other and setting out. Let me come up with a song.
Is that all you're going to do? Just...
Wouldn't be much of a bard if I didn't, now would I?
You're so cheeky. You just... Oh, Paimon knows. From now on, you'll be known as Tone Deaf Bard.
This search reminds me of a feud I once had with the Fatui. 6 months ago, a thief stole treasure from the East Temple of the Four Winds.
Whoa, what was it? A cup used by Barbados?
No. Among all the relics they managed to dig up, one particular object was very rare. It was a vial which contained the Animo god's breath.
Relics come in every shape and form, huh?
Anyone with an eye for fine art would like to add this relic to their collection. Once word got out, the Fatui started trying to seek it out as well. They've made tons of counterfeits that can be found everywhere. In response, I just bought every one I could find, irrespective of its authenticity. We're still at it now. I've bought more than 2,000 fakes to date, and the Fatui are yet to find the real one.
Whoa, you guys are insane. So it means the real one must be out there somewhere on the black market, right? Paimon will give you a discount on them if she finds any, because Paimon's just great like that.
Sure, you can try to find the real one. I'll take what you find, even if they're fake. Once you're done, find me at the winery. I'll trade you a beer for every 20 you find.
is this an answer from this world?
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Let it rain.
Cool it!
this!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Cool it!
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd find a volunteer.
As knights, we are taught to hone our...
Wow.
In my experience, the secret to finding what you are looking for is to never look for it in the first place. Don't think too much about it and don't search too hard. And before you know it, what you're looking for will appear right before your very eyes.
What?
Don't worry about it too much. The more flustered you become, the less likely you are to find it. Pay attention to what you see in your peripheral vision, and you might just stumble upon what you're looking for.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like that would work.
No, seriously, it does though. In fact, it's how I used to find my tortoise whenever he went missing.
Wait! You had a pet tortoise?
Yes, why? Something wrong, Paimon?
No, it's, well, just surprising is all.
Why?
Paimon can't imagine Jean having a pet tortoise. Surely you find it hard to imagine too, Master Diluc.
No, I don't. I had one too when I was a kid. What's so strange about it?
What? You too?
You're in for a little shock.
Quite the find. Freeze! Fascinating. Fascinating.
You can't keep up with me.
Dodge this!
How fortunate.
Cool it!
He come a little closer.
Dodge this! Ha!
No escape! That's cheating! Prepare to be blown away!
Freeze!
Windblade!
Cool it!
Yep. Hup. Hit. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
A reward on the road.
Freeze!
Windblade!
Dodge this! How fortunate. Freeze!
Be gone!
Is this an answer from this world?
Cool it!
Come on.
Freeze!
No one escapes my sight!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this! Cool it.
Come a little closer.
Not so hard!
Freeze.
What's the hurry?
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Prepare to be blown away!
Cool it.
Windblade!
Freeze.
Let it rain!
Dodge this. Cool it. Freeze.
Surrender and be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Dodge this.
Windblade!
Cool it.
You're in for a little shock.
It's too early to relax. We're still... Besides, the Fatui...
Hey, Diluc. I heard that the Fatui have recently proclaimed you persona non grata.
Nobody was ever proclaimed persona grata by the Fatui anyway.
The Fatui?
And when it comes to threats against Mondstadt, Diluc is...
That's enough, Jean. You knights are subject to too many restrictions. You can't directly confront this so-called diplomatic scum. Personally, I despise them. If I were to choose between eating a cryo slime alive or joining the Fatui, I'd prefer to be crushed to death by a meteorite.
Jeez, your wording is so very dramatic.
Freeze!
Cool it! Come a little closer. Yep.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Windblade!
I'll keep this close.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Quite the find. What's the hurry?
Is this an answer from this world?